Imagine waking up in total darkness. You can't move, the air is thin. And then it hits you, you've been buried alive. This was a real fear in the 18th and 19th centuries. And the solution, a bell tied to your corpse. Back then, medicine wasn't reliable. People in deep comas, fainting spells, or catalepsy could be mistaken for dead. Doctors checked for breathing by holding a mirror to your nose. If it didn't fog, they buried you. Simple as that. But gravediggers sometimes reopened coffins and found scratch marks on the inside of the lids. That sent Europe into full panic mode. Inventors jumped on the fear. The safety coffin was born with a string or wire tied to the hand of the supposedly dead person, running up to a bell, flag, or horn above ground. If you woke up 6 feet under, you'd pull the string to ring for help. Some even had air pipes or feeding tubes, just in case rescue took time. One German model had a glass viewing window so the cemetery watchman could look in daily. Another included a spring-loaded lid that would pop open when the person moved. Wealthy families hired grave watchers to sit for 3 days after burial, the vigil period. That's how deep the paranoia went. Between 1790 and 1890, over 30 safety coffin patents were filed in Europe and the US. Some even became public spectacles. People would pay to see demonstrations where volunteers got buried and rang the bell from below. Victorians loved a mix of science and horror. Here is the twist. There is no proven case of anyone being saved by a coffin bell. Most ringings were caused by wind or settling soil. But that didn't stop people from believing it worked. The fear of premature burial lived on in art and literature, like Edgar Allan Poe as the premature burial. And that little bell, it became a haunting symbol of the fine line between life and death. Some even say the phrase "saved by the bell" comes from ETH, though boxing fans will argue otherwise. In an age before heart monitors and modern medicine, sometimes the only thing standing between life and death was a bell on a string. Would you trust one?